Attention everybody, the views and opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of Axe Ministry, Axe Media Group, and or their affiliate and supported ministries and or nonprofits. Good morning! Coming to you live from Axe Media Group headquarters here in the beautiful Springfield, Missouri. It's The Morning Drive with Matt and Jay with their hosts, Matt and Jay and Steve and the invisible person.
Hello, invisible person.
He said hello. So I can get. We're streaming on YouTube.
Yeah. It's working again. Yay.
For now.
People, please pray that YouTube stays on.
Oh, man. It's frustrating.
Did I share it already?
I don't know. Are you Sharon?
No, I didn't.
You're Jay, not Sharon.
Come on, get with it.
Sorry. Okay. So good morning, everybody, and welcome to The Morning Drive with Matt and Jay. My name is Matt.
My name is Jay.
My name is Steve.
Glad to have everybody with us today. So yeah, let's do some sharing. Everybody. Everybody share this video.
Yes.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's important.
So masks. More masks. That's today's topic.
Yeah, I guess we got our mask mandates
Extended
extended.
to like January or whatever.
January 9th.
Yep. They waited for the last day to extend it.
I'll be surprised if we're not still wearing masks. That was me. That was mine. I love how you held it up to your ear though with your headphones on.
I've done that. I'm guilty.
So it's my fault as far as like you guys hearing that little bitty tidbit of stuff there. What I'm doing right now is sharing this.
Yes.
We must share.
Yeah, I'm sharing. Like when
share.
you hit the share button as you're in the video comment section, it goes share now public. Tap that, yes, and then go back to share, and then share to your story public. Boom. And then if you've got time, why don't you send it to some of your friends in Messenger, somebody who you think has a real big issue with the masks. Like, hey, you got to watch this. These guys are going to be talking about masks.
Right.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
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 Oh, yeah.
So, it wouldn't hurt to share the YouTube channel also. Go on there, like it, share it, live it, love it,
like
do it. So yeah, masks. I'm just expecting the masks to be on here for us to have to wear masks for probably the next couple of years. You know what I mean?
Next couple of years? You really think it'll go that long?
Oh yeah.
I heard it was going to be fall of next year is when everything should be actually calming back down to whatever the new normal is going to be.
Boy, they've changed the Facebook app.
Yes.
Pandemics in the past have,
Changed the world.
Yes.
changed the world. Yeah.
Forever.
Yep. Forever. Well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
What I'm doing now is I started a watch party and I'm inviting all my friends. Well, I can't invite all of them, otherwise
It would take you more than just
it would take
time
me
we have.
the entire show. I'd be sitting here just
Exactly.
hitting invite.
See, that's me.
We
But
just
see-
like to test everybody, make sure that our speakers are working on our cell phones.
Yeah, exactly.
So now me for masks, as far as masks are concerned, again, do I enjoy wearing masks? No. Do I wear masks? Yes. You know why? Because it is a mandate in our city, and even when I'm not in our city, I still wear it because and I wear a bandana around my neck all the time so that way I never have to go, oh crap, I left my mask out in the car, and then you have to walk all the way back to the car burning precious calories that you need to save up to pad for winter. That was a
I was waiting for something like that, and that's why we're quiet. That's why you're hearing crickets.
Jay, you all right over there?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you deep in thought about something?
Just trying to grapple with this topic about, an hour.
An hour? You sound like you really don't want to be here. Masks. We're not obviously going to talk about masks for the entire hour.
No, it just kind of gives you an idea of what one of the major topics we're talking about.
People are refusing to go into places because they don't want to wear masks.
Yep,
People
that's
are
true.
refusing to wear masks when they go inside, just out of spite. You know what I mean? Just out of rebellion. And the fact of the matter is, I mean, it's not that. I mean, somebody was telling me the other day that the masks are killing people. I don't know that I believe that.
Well, it depends on if you're taking care of your masks, letting the paper mask go by the wayside, and picking up a new mask. Because if you're wearing the mask and you're not properly taking care of that mask, you inhale all that stuff that's
Welcome back,
already on that
Rose.
mask.
Mike
You're
Haas.
going to get yourself sick.
Yeah.
So that's I think that's
It's a breeding place for bacteria and
Right.
mold. You stuff a mask that's wet from your breath in your dark pocket.
I mean, the downside is you have to smell your own breath,
That's a bad
which
thing.
in some cases is a bad deal. But I mean, here's one thing: I see people riding with masks in their car with their windows rolled up.
Yeah.
I don't understand
themselves.
that. By themselves. I
Well,
don't.
we haven't actually really had it full force here yet, like the epicenters of society have, like New York, L.A., places, the big places that have really gotten it. Those places, the people coming from there have a genuine concern about it because they've seen the actual, full emergencies rooms and
No, don't sugarcoat it, Jana. She says bullcrap. Just wear the dang thing. And that's a lot of people, and that's a lot of people's take on it. But a lot of people are also like, "This is unconstitutional." And okay, personal property tax is not unconstitutional. You'll pay thousands of dollars a year in personal property tax on property that you already own and have owned for years. And in most cases, you can't afford the property tax, like if you're retired or on a supplemental income. But you want to throw a fit about a mask. If you're
Yeah.
going to throw a fit about something, pick your battles. I mean, I could think of more important battles to wage on the government than the mask mandate.
they're at least attempting to protect us from a pandemic.
Yes.
Okay.
Whereas, what about the personal property tax? It's designed to dwindle people's wealth in their later life.
Yeah. And put it
take
in
it
the
away.
hands of the government.
Yeah,
Here's
people-
the thing with the masks. Some people are laying so heavy on wearing masks, and now.
Hey, Jessica.
It's getting pretty trendy with the way that people are making these homemade masks. I mean, the smiley
forever.
faces on them, and they're matching. I mean, it's becoming more like a new fad or new clothing
There's
trend.
all kind. Yeah, it is a
And-
clothing trend.
Yeah,
They've
it
been
is.
doing that
So-
in China for a long time, though,
So
Yeah.
see, now it's not no
Japan.
longer.
and Japan.
So in a way, people are getting so used to it, they're getting inventive or creative about their
Yeah.
masks, and they're having fun with it.
I
seems
saw it was a dress for women, obviously, or a man if you want to wear it, but a dress that is it looks like a turtleneck, but the neck folds up into a mask and goes over the ears. All one dress. I
oh,
mean,
man,
Good idea, though. I mean, at least it's getting washed each time you wear it. Right?
true.
you know,
You know?
that is true.
Now, did you hear? Now, I think it's California. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody?
We need to do lunch, Jessica.
Yes, let's do lunch. Oh, you're talking to Jessica.
I have not. Jessica is one of my favorite cousins.
Aw.
Now, Jay, you are obviously my favorite cousin, but you're also my brother. So, but when I was younger, we would always hang out at Grandma's house. We were like, I'm gonna throw you out. I'm gonna throw you under the bus on this. We went to Silver Dollar City one year, and she had washed her shoes. but the soap didn't get all washed out. But
Oh,
as we
no.
rode the water rides, when she was walking, she would just get this big
no.
pile of bubbles coming up over her toes. So we had a friend of Grandma's, name was Pat. I can't remember her last name. And she started calling her Bubbles throughout the day. We all started calling her Bubbles. And I remember how excited anytime we were going to Grandma's house and we knew Ryan and Jessica were
God
going to be
bless
there.
you, Jessica.
We were so excited. You know, we were the cousins in that group that actually hung out and enjoyed each other's company. I'm pretty sure the others did too, but everybody lives their own life. And she says, doesn't that happen to everyone?
Oh, well. God
Are you
bless
talking about the bubbles thing on the shoes? Or are you talking about everybody going their own ways? I have not had bubbles come out on my shoes before after I washed them.
I haven't either.
But I've never really had shoes that once you wash them, they were pretty much kind of gone. They were nice shoes. They were I can't remember what kind of shoes they were.
Did you ever wash tennis shoes?
I used to sit and scrub my shoes from time to time, back whenever I cared about what my shoes looked like.
My mom washed my tennis shoes.
When I was at the Job Corps in San Marcos, Texas, that was a thing that everybody did. We'd sit out in the hallway or whatever, sit wherever with a little bowl with some soap and water. And if you have white shoes, a little bleach, not too much bleach because it'll eat the stitching. And just be sitting there just scrubbing away at the shoes. I mean, if someone had shoes out there, they were pristine. We didn't have much else to do. But Jessica said, blame it on my mom. Sam Nobles, welcome to the party.
Getting back to mass.
That was so funny. Bubbles.
Bubbles.
We're
Nice
so
to see
calling
ya.
you Bubbles. Tell your mom and dad and everybody that I said hi, and I'm thinking about them. I think about you guys a lot, actually, because some of my fondest childhood memories
Those are fun memories.
were with Ryan and Jessica and Grandma. Right? I mean, for me it was because I had to live with my brother all the time, and he was a pain in the neck.
Oh.
So it's nice to hang out with somebody.
You know what?
different.
I got a bone to pick with your brother,
Which brother?
Scott.
Oh yeah. I was talking about my brother Michael.
He was doing a load yesterday, and he was in a certain state. He was in Canada.
So he was in Michigan.
Yeah. See, that's why I said Canada. He was in.
See, now you're throwing us off.
Yeah, we're like, wait, what?
See, gotcha. He was 20 minutes from where Rachel and I grew up.
Sammy Noble said, hey guys, I never could get my Hush Puppy shoes to hold a shine. Okay, so now you're from the South, so we're wanting to know what Hush Puppy shoes are.
Oh, I had a pair of Hush Puppies.
Is that like a brand?
Leather
Yeah,
shoes.
it is. It is.
Is it like suede? Or
Yeah,
is it...
suede, leather.
Very
is
good.
it?
Well, if it's suede, no wonder you couldn't get it to hold a shine.
It's good. They're
Suede doesn't shine, does it?
good brand, I think, weren't they?
I think they
Good
were.
sizing.
No, there was leather. They did have. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I had Hush Puppies.
We miss you,
There's
Sammy.
There's all kinds of different kinds of Hush Puppies, but Hush Puppies is a brand name.
From the cartoon, Jessica says. Is that a cartoon? Hush Puppies?
I knew there was a cartoon, something with puppies, but I didn't know it was called Hush Puppies.
Oh, there's lots of puppy cartoons. There's like Pound Puppies.
That's what it is. That's what I thought it was. I didn't
Pound
know
Puppy
that-
shoes?
I wasn't sure that there was Hush Puppies cartoon. I knew
Hush
there was
Puppies
Pound-
was a cartoon, she says.
Oh,
Yeah, well, that's good to know. Larry says your feet are still going to get wet. Yes.
I don't know what ICUIDATE means.
Where's that at?
Jenna Hill.
I am not seeing that.
Do you see that? I don't know what that says.
Where
I see you date something like that.
I see.
I see UID and then date.
Can we get a cryptographer in here?
Yeah.
You know what the governor of California said about masks? He said he wants everybody to wear a mask in between their bites at a restaurant.
Well, that's just crazy.
how stupid is that? And I thought, ha ha ha. He was serious.
Okay, so
I would like to know what's really happening there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say that that's stupid if they have a massive population of people that are getting deathly ill and dying and all that. I don't know what their numbers
Then
are.
they shouldn't be having that restaurant open.
Yeah, good point.
They should,
Larry Melton says
Good
wearing a
point.
mask is like wearing boots when you go swimming. I think it might be a little bit less cumbersome than that.
Larry,
'Cause
thanks
I have
for the
worn
point.
What's wrong
boots.
with swimming in boots?
I've tried it before. Yeah,
So
see,
have
here's
I.
the thing: they fill up with water.
On accident, though.
No, not on. I mean, if you submerge your boots in water, they're going to fill up.
Yes. they
Unless
are.
you got duct tape around your legs.
Maybe that's what he's
I
talking
think
about. He
they
just
still-
left out the duct tape part.
Jessica says we need flaps in the masks. Then, I actually saw a picture of a orchestra. And they had masks, but they had a slit in it so
I
they could
did
fit
see
their
that.
instruments in there.
I did see that.
Which is, in my opinion, I mean, it's kind of like wiping before you poo. It don't make sense. I
You
mean,
know,
but
I
it never
learned
makes you
something-
guys feel
I
better.
learned something in
There's such a hot
church.
debate. Oh, in church. Speak up.
last
Let's hear it.
week. Our pastor was talking about. We were talking about on Sermon on the Mount. It was the Sermon on the Mount series.
Yeah.
And he said, did you know that there's a thing where it's being a missionary, where in the West that they that's why they always shake with the right hand or something, because
Oh.
the left hand they
They use one hand to wipe with and the other one to eat with.
there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
I
that's
was
the thing.
like, what?
Well, I mean, who wants to eat with the
Yeah.
crappy hand? You know?
Well, and talk about pandemics.
Yeah.
There
And I was
one-
like, and so that's when they freak out if you try to
Or a straw hole for drinking. Yeah. Yeah.
cholera, dysentery.
I've seen it where
Plagues.
they've
Makes sense.
actually made slits and the flap opens up, you eat it, and it goes back down.
You know, I would whenever they come out with these masks in this mandate, I definitely want to be one of the first ones to get video footage of this, of people. Well, we should try to eat. We should do that. We should do a segment where we try different masks and see how cumbersome it would be to, like modify it or just cut a hole in it and try to eat. You know,
You'll be eating part of the mask if you're not careful.
Yeah.
somebody call them chin diapers. I heard somebody call them chin diapers because you see everybody walking around with masks and they're down on their chin, or they come right up to the underneath their nose.
Well, they do that if they're, just before. Now, I've done that where I'll wait until we get it almost into
Well, yeah. I mean, that's
a
one thing.
store, and then you just slide it up.
But I'm talking about like while in the store,
Oh yeah, I
Or-
have seen that.
here and there. It's pretty funny. It's like, hey, I'm glad you're wearing the mask, but they technically can't do anything. You're wearing it. It doesn't specify in the mandate that it has to be over your nose and mouth.
I think mask.
You could walk in a Zorro mask. Over your eyes. I'm wearing a mask.
True.
Technicalities, loopholes.
Hello.
Jessica says, it would kill the restaurant business if people had to eat with masks on. People would order takeout. That's true. I agree with that.
Curbside would get popular again, and so would drive-through.
Yeah.
Ever try to pick your nose with a mask on? Yes, it didn't work out very well.
No, it didn't.
There's a barrier there, that, you'd think it'd be easy, but it's not.
Time for the crickets.
Cue the crickets.
That's my best cricket. I can't do cricket noises.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Cricket noises you can't do. You have to have the soundboard to help you out. No, let's not play with the soundboard now.
Right.
Right. Don't get me started. You know me and that soundboard.
I know
This
that.
here can get a lot more sound effects. This one here. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is a tablet.
Oh, well,
we
look
got
at you adding more stuff.
Michael Scott Phillips said, or a Mandalorian mask. This is the way.
Amanda, this is the way. Who said that?
Michael Scott Phillips.
Michael Phillips.
Craig Hubbard, good morning. You know who's
In front of the microphone.
you know who else? Well, I did that this time. I did that on purpose.
Anyways, that's what I was talking about. Go ahead. Sorry.
I did that on purpose this time.
Jason Kermerine, welcome to the Kermerine.
Do you know
Welcome
who's
to the
on
party.
my
Go
watch
Jones.
party and I haven't seen in a long time?
Kevin Sorbo.
I wish. No, Kara McIntyre.
Oh, long time no see, Kara. We need to. Yeah, I'd like to meet Kevin Sorbo, hang out with him again. That was a lot
Well,
of fun.
he's going to be back in the area soon. They're, by the way, they've not canceled, but they've postponed the making or the film of the next film that we're doing, which is not too far from here, that he is directing. And so because of this whole COVID thing, and they've had to suspend filming until spring of next year, but he's still, as far as I know, he still plans on directing the film. So it'll be a full feature. I don't know if it's going to be 90 minutes.
Sorry, everybody.
But-
That was on my watch party. I don't know what happened there.
I
But
never
anyway.
got to see the last film in its entirety, and it looked like it was going to be a really good movie.
Oh, you mean the
but I just
about
kick
the
a bunch of
oil?
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Miracle in West Texas.
Yeah.
That was a great movie.
You
And
saw the
that-
whole thing?
No.
You know,
We
that
just-
was so cool. He's sitting there going, what are they laughing about?
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess so. That was my first experience actually interviewing a celebrity, and so I wasn't fully aware of my responsibility in my job as somebody who was there to review the film
Right.
and preview the film. So I
There
think
we are.
if I had known more about that, we could have done more research about the film itself and asked questions accordingly.
But
Because
he understood. He knew.
he was
said-
good. He knew what to do.
Yeah, and he was so professional. And that's why I'm saying that I think when you didn't really throw him off, but I don't think he expected it. But he did well in the answer. I don't know if it satisfied you, but I think he did a great job answering the best way that he knew how. Oh, by the way, this is a blue shirt.
Well, I would like to be better at I would like to be better at doing that. I mean, of course,
Right.
every experience you should learn and improve from, because we could,
Oh, there we are.
you
We're
know,
back.
we could and very well get another opportunity to interview him.
good to
And
s-
if we conducted ourselves the same way,
It's good to see you, Jessica. I
we
love
may
you.
not get a third interview.
Thanks for stopping by.
But if we were, if now being better aware of what he was actually trying to do, because
Barney
looking back
Hammers?
on it now, I see
Brother
he was
Barney?
really trying to stay on track with the film.
Oh, I bet you we'll get another chance because if he's going to actually direct this film, so far as I know he is, then yeah, I'm sure because he'll be back in the area, and I'm sure we can work something out. I'm going to talk to Deborah and Julie and see what we can do. Like Brian Duncan, boy, that was huge. And so he's got a lot of connections with contemporary Christian artists and other people that he knows in the area that are either celebrities or musicians. And he would probably be the one to connect with to help us out there.
Larry Melton said that he watched a guy drinking coffee and he took a drink and forgot that he had a mask on and got his mask wet. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Burn your face.
You put
Angela
something liquid to the
Anziano,
mask and it's
welcome
gonna
to
get
the
wet.
show. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us here on the show. Today we're talking about more masks and other interesting things. Barney Hammers, I know I said it earlier, but I want to make sure you know, we're watching you watch us. It's good to see you, brother.
Yeah. By the way, I like that. I like your
See you
profile
tonight.
pic. That really makes him look so muscular.
Oh, yeah, he's got that. It's a screen print of
Yeah.
like one of those old marble statues.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's also got the underwear to match.
Oh
So,
man, but
It's
that's
super
hilarious.
funny. It looks like, one of those, I guess inappropriate, artistic, nude sculptures or whatever.
Yep.
From back in.
No, that's
Yeah.
a thinker.
So let's just say if he wore those as shorts in public, he probably would get in trouble.
But anyway, I
pretty
gotta
funny.
be your. If you answer me, I'll go ahead and do it. But I flipped through there and I'm like, I know that's the same Barney. I know that's the same Barney.
Oh, yeah.
So I was gonna ask him to be my friend, but I'm asking you right now. I'd like to be your friend.
Just send him a friend request. He will accept it.
Okay, good.
So I was just thinking of Barney and those. and those shorts. That's too funny.
Yeah.
With that shirt on.
Bruno, welcome to the party.
Bruno. So today we're talking about masks. To wear them, not to wear them. I personally am
And
going to
how
wear
to
them
wear them.
because I feel like I should set an example as a law-abiding citizen. Is
Yeah.
it inconvenient? Yes, sometimes it is, but it also stops my breath from reaching you.
Could it, under the right circumstances, make you sick? Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's
Depends
important
on
to
how
know
you
the
take
right
care of it.
care for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to take care of your mask, especially if it looks like you're wearing underwear.
Yeah.
You clean your underwear, why not clean your mask?
Right.
Well, I mean,
I think it's a very good idea.
you'd think masks would be more important to keep clean. Well, I mean, they're. You know what? Just keep clean altogether. That's important.
Yes.
Muy importante.
yeah.
As far as the guy drinking coffee and forgetting that he had a mask on, I could see that happening. Barney's going to wear those shorts tonight. So when we
Oh.
go to
Pretty silly.
practice,
I was going to say I got to
We-
see this, but maybe not.
we're going to go hang out at Northwest Baptist at the church tonight after Jay gets off work and do a little bit of jamming.
And you got a dentist appointment.
I got a dentist appointment now. When I'm singing, it'll probably be like this.
You may
What?
not feel like it.
Nails,
Or
rub me with
or
nails,
the numbing where
rub me
the
with thorns.
jewels.
and then whenever you smile, it just goes like.
Did you
like,
say rub me with nails?
love,
Blah, blah, blah,
love,
blah, blah.
love me with nails?
So it's going to be numb. I always think the numbing agent before it completely gets.
Amy,
you're trying
Noel
to drink
Harkins,
something.
Ayers, welcome.
You're trying to drink something and your mouth is still numb.
Okay, so the first time I ever really had any numbing stuff that I remember or can speak of was whenever I had a breathalyzer in my vehicle, and I drove to the dentist. Didn't think anything of it. You've got to blow into this thing, and then whenever it clicks and beeps, you have to suck air through it. That way, it knows that you're a human being. You know, it's one of those fail safes. And so I get out there and I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? Because I went to blow and it just goes, because the part of my mouth was numb and was just flapping open.
Yeah.
So I had to pinch this side closed and blow this way. So I'm doing this, and okay, and then after 5 minutes of driving, you have to do the same thing. Then you,
While you're driving.
while you're driving. Now, they say you're supposed to pull off and da-da-da.
Yeah.
But I'm going, steering with my knees, pinching one side of my face and blowing in this thing. And then you have to
And
hold.
what a sight to see.
Oh, man.
That must have been a sight to see.
You will have that Elvis look, Matt. That's from Barney.
Well, thank you very much.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Today, after our show, we are going to have Susan Abar and Dana is going to be here still, right?
As far as I know.
And they're going to be continuing their their Bible study on Nehemiah.
Yes.
Nehemiah.
Who?
Susan Abar and Dana.
Yep. Did you get a chance to go to see David Barton when he came to High Street Baptist Church last week?
No.
I didn't either. Jim Rankin was at
Janice says people just don't listen.
but Faith and Wisdom. They had
Bah.
David Rankin.
Sorry. Go ahead.
David Rankin. He's a historian, but he's very, very knowledgeable and being able to go to.
I like how you
places
said,
where-
but he's very, very knowledgeable. He's a historian, but he's very, very knowledgeable. Like, as in you had to defend him, right?
I don't know why I said that. See, part of what I've got can attack other parts of your body, like your.
No,
the
I mean,
COVID what?
I just think it's funny that, he's a historian, but
Just to let you know,
he's very knowledgeable.
he's.
As in, like, if you think
Most
about it,
historians are.
one of the
said
biggest
that backwards.
one of the
He's-
biggest quotes I remember from a couple of the books that I've read in my lifetime.
Good morning,
Um,
Virginia.
History books are written by the people who win
Not
the
true.
war.
Not true. History books. History. History is written by historians.
Richard Elliot.
It's
Yeah.
not written by the winners.
I know. I was just, it was a quote. I wasn't saying that I live by that belief, Jay.
Yes, I think it's a bad quote though.
I think it's a funny quote.
It is funny.
Meaning that the
But people
historians.
start to believe stuff like that, which is just not true.
Well, I mean,
You mean historians that write biographies about certain...
The winners go home. Historians write the history. People who say, what happened here? And then they go get the answers to the questions, and they put it in a book.
you know,
I'm pleading the fifth on that.
I just got reprimanded,
Yes, you did.
so I'm not gonna.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to reprimand you.
It wasn't a thing to take seriously. I said it was out of one of the books that I've read.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, hey, I believe that, you know.
Right. Well, I didn't mean to reprimand you.
So
It's just one of my pet peeves. Something I hear, and it's. I mean, winners.
oh no, you're pretty quick to let
The
people
winners
know.
win.
You're pretty quick to let people know.
The winners win, and they get to choose. What the new way is going to be. They have it.
Michael
Chris
Phillips
Grant.
just said not true.
What's not true?
I don't know if
What I
that-
said.
I don't know if that's
So I got reprimanded by Michael Phillips. All right, come on, folks, let me have it.
Or he may be saying it to me.
I don't know. Who are you saying it to, Michael? 'Cause he's on my
I
watch
think
party.
that in a war, like whenever the details of the war are written down, I'm 90% of the time the winners are the one that write it down. Historians will go back and research it and rewrite it,
Yeah.
but when it comes to like the actual, when there's a war, okay, so you got this group of people and this group of people and they're going at it. People from the winners from that war will be the ones documenting it so that it can be put in history books. So there is definitely, you don't see both sides of the story, do you?
Right.
On that. So
And that's where you're saying that's where the winners are at.
But at the point where the history actually becomes relevant,
Right.
and we start to say, what happened here? Let's make sure it doesn't happen again. Those serious questions that come up, it's historians who go and get the answers to it.
yeah.
And
And
they get the best
preferably-
answers, the most accurate answers they
yeah,
can get.
preferably they talk to both sides, winners and losers.
Well, they do,
So
unless
And-
it's ancient history.
hopefully
Of course
they
you
wear
don't
their masks while they're doing it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So,
They
But now the
should.
winners shape the future.
yeah, well that
Which
is
is true.
Yeah.
Mark
And they get to
Redford,
make the
welcome to
new
party.
rules, and there's negotiations and stuff that come out of it. But
History, LOL.
Thanks, Chris. It's good to see you, brother.
That's what he's saying. He said not true on the history, LOL, is what he said.
yeah,
So that's so he was basically saying the same thing Jay was saying. That's not true. Well, and I'm glad because it was each time I read it, it was in a fiction book,
Right.
So
yeah.
You were just trying to make it funny, probably.
I mean, really, finding so utilizing history that has been written through extreme prejudice and bias is a good way to lose again.
yeah. Well, that's
so that's
like
why we don't just that's why we don't just let people write history because they won. You know
like
what I mean?
I'm pretty sure the history books in Germany were pretty inaccurate at times.
Scott Holland,
To
welcome
the point,
to the party.
but
Welcome
as
to my
it's
party.
gained relevance, as they've said, okay, we still see something
Now
happening.
there's a lot more involved.
Now you're getting a lot
yes.
more involved history that is explained. Like you can go and watch entire documentaries of German soldiers
Oh, yeah.
telling you about what happened and what they did and where they were. And
Yeah. Now
Yeah.
I'm just talking about like immediately. I mean, there for a while, whenever they were controlling what the people could and could not read. If they were reading, propaganda.
yeah,
That kind
Yeah.
of stuff. And then
but that was what shaped the future.
yeah.
That was what brought people to a place where they did things they shouldn't have, or regret, or are ashamed of now.
Well, Michael Phillips did say, study David Barton's knowledge on Christopher Columbus. It's terrifying how real history has been silenced.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And that was, we get taught that in school about Christopher Columbus and this, that, and other, but we don't really actually comprehend the danger involved in what Christopher Columbus did and how much courage it took to go out into an open sea, hoping you're going to find the place you're looking for, and out on the sea for months and months and months with dysentery, all kinds of disease. If you don't catch a wind,
Losing
you're
the trade winds.
you're sitting right there, basically floating, praying to God, running out of food, and
falling off the currents.
falling off the currents. I mean, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Terrifying.
One of the first thing that happened in Magellan's voyage around the world was a mutiny. It's one of it's like the timeline wise, but before they crossed the first ocean, there was a mutiny.
Yep.
Yeah.
Scott, I gotta ask, are you still in Novi? If you are, let me know. Because, boy, I wish I
Novi,
would have...
Wisconsin?
Novi, Michigan.
Uh,
You're 20 minutes from where Rachel and I grew up, and I wish you would have done it. We could have hitched a ride. Not for permanent, but, it would have been fun.
I think you probably would have had a really rough time riding in a big truck all the way out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because,
Probably.
Those steps are really, really steep. Really steep. I have a hard time getting in there.
Oh, I bet.
Where?
But no, I was just curious if you were still in Novi. It's no big deal.
But what now, Jay?
Where are we? What are we talking about now?
We're-
Stepping into what?
I don't know. I see who we got just walked in the front.
Somebody come in.
It
Good
looks
morning.
like we got who is in there?
Susan should be back. She was studying out in the car when she said she was going to go out and study in the car when she dropped me off. So it might be Dana. I don't know. Yeah, it's 20 minutes too, so probably is.
It doesn't look like Dana. Looks like somebody else.
Wasn't Peggy involved in that at the beginning?
It is Dana. Hi, Dana.
Hi,
Hello.
Dana.
I see you.
More than you. Hey, yeah. The Big Brother's
see both
watching
of you. Look forward. Look forward. Little black camera right in front of you. Nope, other way. Right here. I'm going to move it back to the door now. I just had to say hi. She's wearing a shield, so that's why I didn't recognize her, because all I saw was like a light there. I thought maybe, halo? I don't know.
Well, hey,
Those are pretty nice, I guess. They don't restrict your breathing as much, or
Oh, no.
you know what they're
No, they
itch
push
your
it down.
nose and
No.
where
you're
Rachel
still,
works.
you still have to smell your own breath.
Where Rachel works, they're all. I guess there's a deal where they got them for like $5, and so they're all wearing. They don't wear. None of them wear masks anymore. They're all wearing shields.
yeah.
Becky Code, welcome to the party. The only downside to this is anytime somebody moves in there, it sends me a notification on here.
So you get a lot of notifications.
Yes. Watch. I'll just sit right here. You guys will hear it.
Wow.
Do you remember that time we were doing the radio show, Jay? And I had the text notification sound of like Captain Kirk's communicator.
Oh, that's cool.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
And it kept going off through the whole entire thing. Like, that's all you heard. That or the door knock.
Yeah.
And we're like, what? That sounds like
Oh,
someone's
that's
knock.
cool. I think I remember hearing something.
Most of the time it was Steve Schultz texting during our show. He used to listen. I haven't seen him on there this morning.
No, he's not. He's not on my watch party. He usually is not on my watch party anyway.
Well-
You hearing this?
What?
This thing keeps. Wait for it.
There it
Yep.
is.
It's been doing that this whole time. Then there it goes again. And again. That's too funny.
I thought, well, the table vibrates over here. That's because his is doing. They go. Brr, brr. It vibrates the table.
So, I'm praying to God that we got the YouTube thing figured out.
I know.
Yeah.
So we're still streaming live.
Oh,
on-
yeah. So everything on this end right here on the software end is right.
Right.
There's a setting or something that we're missing on YouTube that is keeping it from resetting after each time you stop.
Saving the settings, maybe.
No, I don't even know how to do it. I mean, it's one of those things. Now, I mean, I know how I can get it up and going pretty much like each time, but explaining that to the other producers,
It's a real struggle.
it is a struggle. because that's one more moving part that we don't need as far as like a step you have to take that.
You
I don't want to
wanna-
add steps. I want to take steps away to the
Process.
process.
Oh, guess who else is on my party that just joined? Susan Burrows.
Susan Barros,
Welcome to the party.
welcome to the jungle. Anyway, that was weird. I know.
Wow. What else has been in that coffee?
Nothing. No, there's nothing in that coffee. So, so yeah, masks, more masks,
And more.
and more masks, and it'll be
Masks,
okay.
More masks and more masks.
Masks. Don't mask your anger. Troy Johansson.
Could you
Yeah, we are on YouTube, but the kicker is we're gonna try. I mean, I don't know. Hopefully, we've got it fixed. If not, I mean, because yesterday our first show broadcast on YouTube just fine, and then it didn't the second one, and so
Could you imagine this Halloween? There's masks and then there's masks.
yeah.
It doesn't make a difference whether you're wearing the mask. If you got a facial mask versus a mask that we've been wearing all year long.
Oh, I've seen people walking through with an actual like Halloween mask on.
Oh yeah, I have too.
I've seen the reversible ones where they've got the bottom half of their face with a smile and the bottom half of their face you flip it over and it's one with a
A frown.
like an angry
Yeah.
snarl. Or
Oh, I have the reversible. Yeah.
yeah. they're
Morning,
pretty-
Mike Krimper.
Morning, Mike Kremper.
I saw a guy come in with the work with the like one of those with the two filters on it and everything.
Oh yeah.
You could hardly hear him talk. You could
You
hardly-
mean
No,
like
you-
it looks like
That is a
radiation-
half-face respirator. That is a respirator. That is not a mask.
right? A
That
respirator.
is considered a respirator, and it has the replaceable filters, and those will definitely help with stopping. Well, let me rephrase that. It stops the person wearing it from catching anything, but it doesn't stop other people from getting it from them because it's just a one-way valve in the
Isn't
mouth
a
breathing out your
bacteria
air.
different though than a gas?
Yeah. Well, you get those ones like they
or a virus, really?
Welcome to my party, Jana.
They-
Right there
they,
I'm in my party.
well, when you breathe in, it goes through the filters, but when you breathe out, it goes through a flap, a one-way valve.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much the reverse of what the masks are really supposed to do. The masks are supposed to stop other people from catching your funk.
Okay, that's different from Michael Phillips. We don't have fun and games. The coffee should be decaf. Crickets.
So yeah, Troy, yeah, we are watching on YouTube. Like I said yesterday, we everything started just fine, and then whenever we stopped it and then started another show, it did not work right. Something to do with one of the something somewhere somehow in the afternoon somewhere, a setting got changed somehow, and we don't know what it is. It could have been just a complete fart by YouTube, but I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the thing. We're trying to pinpoint the exact reason or the exact thing that we need to do to fix it. Because the software is working fine,
Right.
and you can go live on YouTube by itself, but for some reason it's the stream. I don't understand it, but we'll get it.
I was
need
able
to-
to get it on YouTube today and yesterday.
Yes.
We need to pray for Randy Barr, by the way. His thumb in his hand is really getting to the point where it's hard for him to drive. And so that's why I wasn't here Monday, but it's very understandable, and he didn't want to take a chance on having a problem become a more severe problem by having an accident. So he didn't want to drive. But I appreciate Nimra for what she did, and she did a great job. I got guests on my show coming up. Remember Austin and Jessica and Naomi, the baby? They'll be back Monday.
Oh, okay.
He's going to talk about the cult,
The musician.
and he's going to talk how he was in it.
Troy said, "Or a fart by me." We're not blaming you, Troy.
No way.
If we find out that it is something you did, we'll let you know. But
Believe
as of
me.
this point, with technology,
It happens.
That's all I got to say about that.
Don't, Troy, you're doing awesome, bud. So
So it's about time for us to get out of here.
Tis.
Masks or no masks? What do
make the
you
choice.
think?
Yes.
And we've got to clean up this place for the ladies.
For
after
the
all these
ladies.
dirty
For the
men
ladies.
sitting around this table.
A round table discussion.
It's not exactly a round table. It's more a
Well,
rectangular
rectangle?
Whoa.
Rectangle
rectangular table.
discussion? Rectangular
Yeah.
table discussion.
We'll call it a rec table.
Rec table.
A rec table.
Yeah.
I was watching that. It reminds me of the round table. You know, I was watching King Arthur and the Legend of the Sword. Great movie. Great movie. And it's like, what is it? It's a dance floor. It's like, no, it's a table. You sit at it. How do you get to the middle? I don't know why that makes me laugh thinking about it.
Yeah. That's
But,
pretty funny.
What's that got to do with how much I enjoy typing? That's all I got to ask.
Doesn't have anything to do with it.
Exactly.
Exactly. And that was the point.
That's the type of humor I like.
Type.
You know, maybe he should go back to doing Shrek imitations instead of twerping like a cricket.
Well,
Yeah, it's that time again.
That's a deep subject.
let's hole in the ground. Well, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us on the morning drive today. We'll be back on tomorrow, same time, same channel. Be sure and tune in next for Penny for Your Thoughts with Susan Abar and friends. We're going to be talking about Nehemiah today. All right, so until then, my friends, God bless you and keep you. We love you. My name is Matt,
My name is Jay.
My name's Steve.
and this has been
The
Morning Drive.